Last session was about which one, students? As you can see in the picture, and guess, it was about operating systems. We learned the different types of operating system like single user, multi-user, command line, and graphical user interface. You can see some of the icons of some popular operating system. Let us go ahead further and try to understand what is the meaning of an application software. It is a type of computer program that performs a specific personal, educational, and business function. So we learned that operating system is like the foundation using which we can interact with the computer system. Above the operating system, we have the application software, which are designed to do specific jobs or specific tasks. Now, these application software help us to do our work in the best possible way because they are related to productivity, creativity, and communication. Some of the popular application software which you all might have used or heard about is MS Office Suite, Adobe Photoshop, Flash, Oracle DBMS, and many more. So why this office is called a suite? Because it is a combination of many applications, small applications within that. A person who's working in office might require to type documents or send letters or create spreadsheets or create power presentations. For all these things, send emails also, and to store the database, also to create notes. For everything we have the software ready for that, and that is nothing but your MS Office, Microsoft Office suite. You can see some of the popular icons over here: Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and Note. So in this way, this application software can be used by everybody for their own work. It may be for school students, it can be used for teachers, even office people, business professionals. Anybody can use this application software. Now, under the operating system, we learned there is a type called as the GUI, that is graphical user interface. What is this GUI? It's an interface through which the user interacts with the electronic devices such as computers, handheld devices, and other appliances. And why it is graphical user? Because all the options or all the things that I can do are represented in the form of graphical icons or small images. And it is very easy to use. In order to use this GUI, we just have to have a keyboard and a mouse. A mouse is a pointing device, as you know, which can be used to move around and click and select and do the respective options. So it is an interface between the user and the electronic devices, or interface between the user and the computer system. Coming to the components of GUI. Whenever you open any GUI, all these things are already known to you, but still it is a part of the ICT skills. So that's why we are just recollecting and remembering it. So every GUI has got these components like desktop, start button, we have the menu options, we have the pop-up menus, and we have something called as a taskbar. Now, desktop is the opening screen that we get on our screen of the operating system, wherein all the icons are placed one beside the other. Each icon is of different type, represents a particular action or type of work that it can do. And this desktop can be covered with a wallpaper. And at the bottom, we have something called as the start button. If we click on this, it is going to show me all the programs or applications that are loaded in our computer. Then once we select any application, we enter into that and we can see a menu. Menu means what? A set of options or list of options that are available for us to work with that. And at the bottom, we have something called as the task bar, where the opened icons or applications are in the minimized form, and we can easily select them by either single click or double clicking them and work very quickly. And it is a multitasking operating system. Windows, which I'm showing you now, it is a multitasking. At one point of time, we can do multiple tasks. Like, for example, I can be taking the printout, I can be listening to music, and I can be typing the text in my document also. So these are the components of which one? GUI. So next, let us go and see about file and its operations. Now, what is a file here? A file is a collection of related information. It is a collection of data stored on a storage device. Suppose I want to store the information of all the students in my class. Then I store all the details in a file. And where do I store? I store it in a storage device, maybe hard disk or in a pen drive, or maybe in a DVD or in a CD or any sort of external device. Now, this collection of related information about the students can be called as a file. And what can be the contents of a file? It can be either text or it can be image, it can be video, audio, or anything. A multimedia type of data a file can store. As we all have names and we have surnames or titles, similarly, every file has got two names. One is a primary name and the other one is a secondary name. What is this primary name? The main name that we give to a file. By that name, we can associate what type of data or what we have stored in that particular file. That is called as a primary name. And there is something called as a secondary name, which is the extension of the file, which tells what type of file it is. Suppose if the extension is .doc, then I come to know that it's a document file. If the extension is .jpg, then I know that it's an image file. Suppose the extension of the file is .ppt, then I know that it is a PowerPoint presentation file. So along with the name, the extension is also very important in order to identify what type of file is there. Now, where are these files stored in our computer? These are stored in a place called as the folders. So folder is a place where files can be stored and it can be used for future use. And folders are also known as directories. And inside folder, we can have many files or we can have one more folder also. Now, why this concept of folder is required? Because if we segregate our files into different categories, official files, personal files, income tax files, or school related documents, then it is very easy for better organization, better accessing. That is why files are stored under folders. So that's it for today's session. More coming up in the next session, students. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.